What's going on, folks? Good to see you tonight as we begin to play Aliens RPG Act 3, the finale. Yes, even though we're down a player, the group is ready to get after it. Let's bring them all in to the game. Oh, whoop, wrong one. I got so many screens open. All right.
Oh, there we go.
We are live. They're itching. They want to deal with a different... It's not Corona on this ship, folks.
No. Not again.
Oh, let's see. We got... I knew overlays were going to be off. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. Come here. All right. You can turn off their typing sounds. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Quit. There we go. Mother got okay. Let's see. I know the Discord overlays were going to be off, so let's see. Let's Bry, give me something, please. Say hello.
Hello.
Cham, you're next.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
See, I knew that was going to be off. Hold on. Let's see. Which one is that? And that's Rye. Cham. Say that again for me. Give me another hello.
Hello.
Okay. All right. Wilson.
Check.
Okay. And Captain Bolage, who y'all don't know. There we go.
Yeah.
You don't know him yet.
Bolage.
Boyardee.
Bolage.
Putting the old Creole spin on
That's
it.
what it is. Bolage. And we had another one tonight, but unfortunately, I guess, he got tired of being... Ben just got tired of being picked on all the time. So...
Well, he righteously deserved it.
Yes. That was what you get. That was time out. He just didn't know it. So it was me beating him up for a couple sessions. Okay. Well, it looks like the map's in play. We have got everybody here. Anybody want to give me a recap of what the hell's been going on this last session? Anybody brave enough?
Death.
Yeah, quite a bit of death.
That's it.
I
That's
don't remember
true.
what the one. Okay, so
Found Ava last session.
yep, we
Cleared
found
out all the
Ava. We
pods.
figured out that the quote vaccine is actually kind of like a stimulant to the virus or whatever we want to call it. Basically infecting the people and gonna kill them in due time.
It's gonna turn them, not kill them. It's gonna kill us. Matter of fact, it killed Davis. And Huxley last session turned into one, and we killed him before he took down. Well, not before, but after he took down one of us.
Okay. Yeah.
And then an alien showed up,
They have an alien.
and
yes.
Rye is nowhere to be found.
That's true. So they have, the ship mysteriously came back online. The crew of the Kronos woke up. We had a butting of the heads a little bit here. Clayton has been speaking with Wilson on some stuff. You then did find, after you got the scrubbers online and blasted a few, some space watermelons, cleared that all up. You did find Ava, or she found you. We're not really certain there. And as she was getting y'all back to, y'all got back toward the bridge, she revealed that in actuality that the inoculation that the scientist of the Kronos, along with Dr. Cooper, had developed actually did not work. It seemed to be a dud. That was after Wilson had already taken the one that the good doctor had not used on himself and stuck himself with it. So, yes, what fun that may have. Rye split off from the party, is somewhere around in the ship. We've taken her off the map, so and we'll deal with that accordingly since we have a split party now. There, you do know, you did run into what was some type of abomination or something is down in the reactor area, And then as you were the crew was being pushed out to find stuff and get things situated in the Kronos, and trying to get an assessment of everything. Once at the very end here, several things happened. An alien came up, a xenomorph now, not the one that you're used to seeing from the movie, but something similar to that. A bigger version of what came out of Cooper's head, basically. A full-grown one of this came sliding down the hallway fairly quickly, and at this moment was banging on the door, trying to get in with the rest of everybody who's in the bridge area. That we ended as the ship all of a sudden made another course correction, and the readouts from the comm deck and all that basically showed that the ship was being redirected toward Earth. The alien bangs on the door, and all of a sudden there was a loud thud and scrape of metal, a banging noise as something has docked to the Kronos, and there is where we pick up the action. Yes, Wilson is alive for the moment.
Let's not forget what I said I was gonna do at the end of last session.
You were gonna punch Clayton, I thought, or Clayton or
Yes.
Reed. Something like
It was Clayton.
All right, so let's pick up the action. A loud bang noise. Y'all will notice that the alien all of a sudden disappears from the window as y'all are fighting each other. The creature, y'all then stop and notice that there's no more banging noise at the
Hopefully
door.
can't get through the vent.
This one's big. The other ones, yeah. This
one was really
definitely,
big?
yeah.
Okay.
This one's big. Yep. And everybody's kind of panting and breathing, and Ava is sitting there. Cannot let ship get to Earth, and Clayton steps over. Shut up, Ava. This is not your job. You're lucky to even be alive. We need to get this. There's too much money involved here. Weyland-Yutani's not going to let this ship just be this mission be a total waste and all that. There's too much money, too
And
much
what's
time
this
invested.
mission?
Finding out what this stuff is, being able to use it.
Aliens.
It's none of your business. It's above your
No,
pay grade,
not
boy.
the aliens.
Above your pay grade. This
Yes.
chemical stuff is worth millions on the market. And I'm
Yes.
not about to let it slip through my fingers for a bunch of jocks. Chemical jocks, mechanical jocks. You just do your job and keep this ship in one piece. We'll take care of the heavy lifting. This is
I don't think that's okay.
more zeros than you're up to adding.
Well, that's not true.
Then Reed
but
goes, just
continue.
shut up, Clayton. You've always been a bitch anyway. And Wix is going, yeah, he steps back and he's like, damn it, I gotta get my head straight on this. This is too much to parse. And Reed kind of backs over to him and all that. He goes, it's okay, Cap. We gotta figure this out. We're safe here for the moment and all that, but whoever the hell's docking that ship's about to have a huge surprise on their hands. But I don't want to mess with my ship, so we need to go figure out who they are, don't you think? Ava.
Where's Rye?
Right. And that's what Ava kind of. Who is Rye?
The girl that was with me.
The one with the baseball cap?
Yeah,
That
would be her.
She is like me.
what do you mean?
She's synthetic.
Well, that
Wilson
doesn't
looks at-
that doesn't really affect me at all. But
Wilson looks at Cham and then at Clayton.
What do you mean, Ava? She's synthetic. Easy to tell.
so what?
Clayton moves over to you. Did you know? Wilson?
No, but who? What?
No, I
Yell at
didn't
Wilson.
know.
We've got another
No.
synthetic, your own crew member?
How-
Don't you think
So
you maybe
what?
ought to keep an eye on her? What do you mean, so
To
what?
So what? She's a synthetic.
To use one of your phrases, it's above my pay grade.
Damn it.
No one tells me anything.
Well, get in the know, man.
Ava, who else is in this room? Who else is a synth in this room?
Me?
Anyone else?
No. No. You all human. You all die. Aliens smell you. Aliens not smell me. Aliens not smell synthetics.
Thanks for the good news.
You're welcome.
How do you become synthetic? Just
Ava, is there any way to plot a course back to Earth and put it in autopilot so we can get this heap back to Earth?
And Wix is going, I'm already trying to work on that and all that, but my commands are being overridden. Something else is going on here. The ship's mother, and he kind of, I'm going to have to go talk to her. He says, I've got a mother key. I'm going to, he goes, Reed, you're going to need to come with me. Cover my ass. We need to get up to mother and see what the hell's going on. And he's like looking around, and she goes, step back. You know, let me open that door, figure out what's going on. And y'all hear some banging around, and there's still some noise going on above. And she goes, well, you know they're going to be coming out of there, whoever they are, coming out of that airlock up there. Well, then you need to hold them off, because I need to get to mother. And so, and there's more noise and all that happening. Why am I hearing dooga 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 dooga? What's that noise? Is that me?
Rye.
So that's that. That's what it is. Okay. And she points a finger and she step back, everybody. Make sure nothing gets through here. This door. If it gets in here, we're all dead. And she pushes open the door, steps outside, Ramboing it up. She's waiting. She checks both left and right, and the coast is clear. Let's go. And she steps. She's going to step into the junction room, and up on deck A. Dun, dun, dun. We have some company. Now, let's see. Where are my characters? Captain Boliger, you and your crew are in the airlock, have come through. No, that's not what I want. I don't want a... Come here, NPCs. I need Mickey Horton. Let's put him... Okay, hold on. Horton, get in. Alright. And Pinion. And Pinion. Here. And Bean. Boom. What are your commands? Y'all have entered the airlock, and you see some buckling on the walls. The airlock has suffered some damage. Looks a little dirty. You see, the ship now, since its atmosphere is all corrected, there's probably, a little condensation in different spots. Ship's filthy.
So there's the doors are sealed. There's no, or is there an opening in this room now?
Yeah,
Still?
you're coming through the airlock. You've come into the airlock and opened up to the inside of the ship.
All right. Uh.
Pin says she basically jumps in front of you and she says, "Give me a sec." She goes,
Sure.
"Watch where you're doing, Cap. Come on, you know better." And
All right, everyone.
she goes, "I thought I heard something," and she's she's got a little she's got herself a nice little what is she carrying? She has got herself a pulse rifle. Yep. And she's sitting there and she goes, "What was that?" And she leans down the ladder looking all that. And all of a sudden, from down below, "Yeah, I see your ugly ass face," and it's Reed, and she goes, she basically lays off a couple of rounds up the shaft and all that, and Pin goes, "Fuck you too," and she just basically rips 10 bullets down, and she goes, "Oh, we walked into a hot one, Cap."
All right. Well, everyone, you know the drill. We're gonna clear this place out.
That's why you're the captain. Tell us what to do.
We're gonna kill. First, we're gonna deal with this bitch, and then we're gonna sweep the place for valuables.
Well, maybe we should start moving. I'll cover this direction here, but you better watch the other hallways, don't you think?
All right.
She basically leans over down the ladder and she lets off another round. "You missed. You shoot as worse as you look." Another shotgun blast shoots up as Reed and her exchange terse words with each other.
Do we hear this firefight in the bridge?
Oh yeah. Ava just kind of leans up against the wall. Wicks is going, "Shit, I can't get up to Mother. I'm not sure what to do." And he's sitting there, "Fuck."
Ava, close that door.
She just looks at you, and Wicks goes, "What do you mean close the door?"
I don't want nothing coming in here. Evidently, they run across some more of those creatures. You not hear the firefight?
Damn. No, I hear Reed yelling at somebody up there and somebody yelling back.
What?
Yeah, you can hear a couple other voices up above. Another female voice is yelling back at Reed. They're both, laced with profanity. And bow. So
Wilson looks at Clayton and leans over and whispers to her, "Go get the materials. Maybe we can hijack the other ship and head back to Earth."
She looks to you and she goes, "I want you to go do that. I want you to head. I'm going to head to my suite. You head to the science lab. There's some more material substance there. Get there, get it, and get it back here. Actually, meet me in my suite."
Oh man! All right, let's go. He pulls the plasma rifle off of his shoulder and acts like he knows what he's doing with it.
Wicks gets out and goes, "I don't see anything down this hallway." Okay, now we change scenes. Alright. Alright, so that's gonna take let me say something. So okay. Cham, what are you doing? You've gone off down the hallway and you're hearing some gun battle and all that, and you're looking for something.
I'm looking for Rye.
You don't find her anywhere down there. You don't see anything in the storage areas. And Captain Bolage, what are y'all doing up on the first deck? What are y'all doing? Opinion's got something going on. Bean says we need to figure out, get in and out here quick. Cap.
I need to. So what would Pin, what would Pin suggest? Should we go lower, or should we try to check out this deck?
You don't know the layout of the ship, so y'all are kind of flying blind. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So she says, if there's, let's make sure we can't get any other way up here. Pin can cover her, and let's go and figure out let's see what else we got. I don't know, Cap. I just do what you tell me.
All right then.
Yep.
Let's see.
Bean's just yelling, man, I just need a fucking drink, man. I'm tired of this chicken shit outfit.
All right then. So I suppose we'll start moving down this corridor here.
Hey, yep. All right, Pin and Bean start following you, and y'all can move down the corridor. And Pinion,
All right.
she basically, I got it covered. Ain't nobody coming up this. They ain't got to get through me. Y'all make your way down. Well, so here's the issue. When y'all come to here, I can't remember. Did we move the body? Oh, we moved it in here, I thought. Yeah, so it's actually, I think y'all moved the body out of that stairwell, didn't y'all? Beforehand?
No, we never moved that stairs.
So a different group did. Okay, so when you come into that hallway, you're going to see what is the remains of a body with its, spacesuit and a body laying in the middle of the floor there.
It's all deformed and mangled.
You basically, unless you want to go look at it, all you're seeing is a spacesuit sitting up in the middle of the
Oh,
floor.
gotcha. I'll put a few rounds in it.
You just hit it and it kind of falls over.
Well,
Doesn't move.
dead anyway. Let's keep moving.
Okay, y'all begin to. You're making your way downtown. So, all right. Now we get back. They're moving along, searching stuff, basically in a long corridor. And y'all are going to come into the main corridor here, and all you do, you've got an open door into the cryo tubes, and y'all will make y'all's way into there. Now, let's see. We go back down to second level, and Cham's running around. Valerie's watching, and she loads back up. Wix is like, I don't know what to do. What? We got to get these people off our ship. We need to get this. We need to stop this ship from getting toward Earth. Clayton, it's too dangerous. And she kind of walks up, and she just basically slaps Wix, Johns, and just says, Captain, you are relieved of command. This ship is headed to Earth, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Wilson, get moving. Go get the materials we talked about and secure it in my suite, please. Go. That's a good boy. You get a cookie when you get back.
Looks back over his shoulder.
Yeah, I love you too. All right, so you're headed? You're headed on down, and yep, you see Cham in the hallway there as you come, and he looks like he's looking for somebody. He's like he's doing something.
The suite's locked, isn't it?
The suite is locked. That is correct.
Right. Let's go to all of the doors.
Yeah, you
I
basically.
assume these are doors.
Yeah, you don't see anything, except you move around through that area, and there is nothing. You're not seeing anything, unfortunately, my friend.
Just are we saying that for the whole area over here?
Yeah, you basically
Community
move. Yeah, you move through the living area. You're checking stuff, and you're yelling out for Rye, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're not getting any response at all.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. Sitting there. now, okay, let me say something else. So I can see the one second, folks. I'm trying to remember a few things here. All right, Ryan, give me some instructions.
Yep.
All right. Okay, one second. I got to pull Ryan. Ryan's doing something here. One second. Let me put you in another room. One second, gents. Okay. So you've got some of this glycerin, volatile. Basically, C4. It's a liquid and all in a form. It's pretty heavy duty stuff. And you're headed knowing that you need to get to the reactor room to do some programming and to get some stuff jammed up, and then the self-destruct, which you believe is actually in the reactor room where the reactor's at, the reactor core is at, which there's something living in there. You forgot that little detail.
No, I remembered it. I just was hoping they'd be gone.
Well, you don't know yet. You're headed down there. I'm just you're gonna be able to come up, and you come into So here, let me. So there's the
Into
map.
that south hallway there.
Yeah. So you're coming up Junction C.
Okay.
Okay. And you can come to that door, and it's it's shut, but you can Question is, are you going to open it up to look into the hallway that would then lead down to the reactor control room?
Yes, I'll open it up and peek my head in the hallway.
Okay, so you open it up, peek the head. You don't see anything except for a bloody mess down the hallway to the east. There's blood, and there looks like it's a piece of a uniform, and...
Well, I could probably assume that was the captain. Oh well, good riddance, and step into the hallway.
Yeah. Okay. So you begin to start sneaking down toward the reactor relay control room, right?
Yeah.
And that door is open, and there's lights. There's still trash and all that there. The control panels are there, which you're going to have to take some time to work to reroute power and to get things set up, and then have you're sabotaging basically the relays and the controls so that they can't do anything up at the main bridge. It's going to take some time there to do all that reprogramming. But the actual self-destruct mechanism is on the north wall of the reactor room.
Mm-hmm.
You peek around the corner of the relay control, and there's just like I said, there's just trash there, still covered with filth and gunk. More blood.
Go ahead and draw my pistol, knowing that the last time we were here, we saw something in the reactor room that looked like a body, and I'll walk into the control room.
Yeah. Okay.
And is the door to the reactor open or closed currently?
It is open.
Do I see anything currently in the reactor
around
room?
In the room, there's something in the north area, and that whole area is a big nest area, and something's in there, and there's parts of body parts, and you're basically seeing what's the rest of Miller, and has been gnawed on, chewed apart, and there's a huge creature sitting in that room, in its nest.
So is the flammable material like highly combustible?
Yes.
And it's in a little container, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they some let me see.
Because what I'm thinking here is I'm gonna like underhand toss it into the room and shoot it with my pistol.
You could. You're gonna shoot the reactor. Shoot into the reactor room.
Well, I'm gonna toss the material, the combustible material, to like land next to the reactor or whatever, and then try and shoot it to cause it to blow up. And damage the reactor extensively and hopefully kill the creature.
You could try that. I mean, I'm trying to find out. So, bridge, mess hall, where do they storage units? So, there are 7 drums. It's actually a big drum. It's like a oil drum.
Oh, so I've been like rolling it.
Well, you got
Alrighty.
strength, so you got to remember you're they don't know you're the synth, but you actually got an extra strength. So, yeah, you're rolling this big quintracetylene. It will lighting up a drum of it. So shooting it maybe will do it, maybe not. It will blast and it will cause a fire. It is highly combustible, highly flammable. Yes.
Yeah, so I'll like set it on its side and kick it into the room, and as it rolls into the room and bumps up against the reactor, I'm gonna try and shoot it.
All right, one moment while we hold that thought there for a second. I'm gonna leave you here, so you don't know what's going on in the other room.
It's starting to go away.
All right, so we're back to y'all.
Right.
Cham, you're moving down the living areas and all that, and you're yelling for Rye. You're not getting the answer. Wilson, you were given a key, so Clayton had slipped you the key, so you were able to get in. The rest of the group doesn't know that, but that's a little unfair. But she told you to head to the science lab. She didn't say.
All right.
And so you hear Cham in front of you yelling down the hall, yelling for Rye. You've got some blasts going on up there, and Clayton.
And nothing else.
No, nothing else. Well, Clayton, she just kind of sitting there, and she's like going, "We've got to get this ship to Earth, Johns. Don't do anything else. That is your main goal." And John's going, "No, it's fucking not, man. This is." They're basically getting a big argument, and y'all can, but y'all don't know that. There's actually the rest of the crew, and Ava's just kind of sitting there looking at stuff dumb. Now, all right, so we had
Wilson.
You see Wilson go by you, not even paying attention to you, Cham.
Where are you going, Wilson?
Mind your own
Dangerous
business,
out
Cham.
here.
Go do what you're told. You gotta
I
get
wasn't
this ship
told to
back
do
Earth.
anything. Wasn't told to do anything though.
And quit wandering around and get this ship back to Earth. That's our main priority.
There's people above us.
I don't care. Kill
Good
them,
for
join
you
them. I don't
until
care.
a
We gotta
bullet
get this
goes
ship
into your
back to
head.
Earth. He opens the door,
You open
goes
the
through
door.
and closes it.
Well, no. You open that door, and
Roger.
you come face to face. Sorry.
Oh man, I should really mind my own business. My bad. I'll just leave.
No, get back here!
just- I
Get
know,
back
I
here!
know, I know.
Step aside and let it go get Cham.
You sit up face to face with this creature. It's sitting on the other side of the door.
I'm gonna Olay.
The last words,
and let it go right
Wilson.
past me and get Cham.
And it basically just goes, and oh,
Push the
y'all.
button again.
Why did you go mind your own business, Cham? Okay,
So
I'll go do that.
I need to do something here. 1 second.
Son of a bitch, I can't. I can't.
Oh, that is so sad.
I wish I could.
I need to roll. Hold on.
God damn it.
All right. So yeah, it's you're sitting there, Wilson, and it just with a lightning speed, you see it's one of its hands just grabs you at the throat level and lifts you off the ground. And as you're kicking your legs and all, and it just pulls you. No, they've all got 2 story points, Gary. So, and it pulls you to its face, within just inches of it. You know the movies well, and it just kind of, and it smells and all that, and it just kind of gives this, moving around and looks up and down, and then just kind of flings you, down the hall and just runs. Cham, it's running right
Flamethrower.
at you.
Flamethrower.
You can if you wanna.
Can I use a story point for that?
Yes, you can. You sure
Yeah,
can.
I'm going to. Yeah.
All right. Cham is going to use a story point with an automatic success. So that just gives you the damage, which is 2. All right. So you flame this thing out. It has... So it is on... Let me see. It is... The Neomorph... Okay, so I need this. 2, 3, 4, 5. You hit it. All right, so it takes your flames hit it and lights it up, and it screams out in pain. It does take some damage, but it is still coming at you.
That's okay, I guess.
And it's got some fire. Turn. Quit that. No, I don't need. I need to. Y'all know what it is. Let me change the hit points on it. And
Sadly, we know what it is.
That's you do. Now let's see. Helen Bean, Pilot Ava. Okay, so it took some damage. It basically continues moving. This sumbitch is fast as it hits. Through the flames, and you see it. Dun, 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 dun. It wants some Cham sandwich.
Not that tasty, I swear.
About to find out. So where's my Neomorph attacks? There we are. It leaps through the flames and just you see, just kind of jump through the hallway, coming up and over, and thinking it could jump over the flames, and you're lighting it up as it's in the air. But it just all of a sudden is, coming down and lands. And the Neomorph jumps at the victim. Roll the attack using 8 base die. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If successful, the victim is thrown to the ground and must make an immediate panic roll. Alright. So you make immediate panic roll. Chammy boy.
Did I take a stress level before?
No, you can go ahead and roll it right now. And you drop your flamethrower. You drop it.
Hey, that's been handy.
And it does another attack. And it grabs you. And roll another 8 die. 3, 4. And if it hits, the Neomorph immediately drags the victim into the next zone before releasing it. The victim falls prone, drops any handheld items. Yeah, and that's what I thought. So basically, it's pulling you this way. It's pulled. Wilson, you look up and you see the creature basically it's got Cham by the legs, and it's just pulling.
I'm minding my business.
And
yeah, right!
but it's funny. So the flamethrower, though, you dropped it, but it's dragging behind you because you do have the tanks on, so that it's being pulled behind you. And this creature, goes through in the door, and you hear Cham screaming as this, and
not down the science corridor. God,
pretty much. Now, sitting there, I gotta go. Hold on, I gotta go back to our other individual.
Good.
Okay, so back to you. So this barrel's not, it's pretty, it's not gonna be stealthy now. Yep. Okay. And
good.
Yeah, so you basically move this thing in. Well, when you do that, you hear something moving, and this stuff kind of falls into the doorway, and as you're moving, trying to get that drum into the room, you see this large, bulbous head looking with the spacesuit, the creature is moving into the doorway because it was not asleep.
Whatever that 1 meter sign points to.
Yep, that is right. It is in the doorway. Yes, it is moving through. And it's you see what somewhat of a human face, and it's just kind of and it's got blood all over the front of it. Maybe Miller's hand stuck on the side of its mouth is kind
That's pretty disgusting.
Pretty much is.
So I got the barrel like just inside the door to the.
You're in the reactor. Yeah, you're just in the control room right now with that thing. Yes.
I'm gonna like step back into the hallway. Wait till I see it step next to the barrel and shoot it anyways.
Okay, so you hear the creature moving through and smashing something, and then it's got the barrel sitting on. It's kind of you basically maybe think you see the back of its head kind of stick through the doorways. It's kind of sniffing the barrel.
Boom.
All right, so are you gonna?
I'm gonna use a story point to auto success the hit.
Auto success hit. Oh no! Alrighty, you trigger an explosion with a blast power of 12. Okay, so basically this is going to set off a large explosion in the reactor room, the reactor control room. All right, not the reactor though.
Yep.
And and you basically have to run. Where are you running to? Because what happens is when it goes off, a fireball, your favorite, basically is now formed and coming down the hallway.
I'm like sprinting down the hall. The junction's like an actual staircase, right? Or is it a ladder?
The junction is a ladder down and up.
I'm going to the furthest door and then kicking right.
Well, the furthest door is just a catwalk that goes over the cargo bay area.
Yep. I'm just gonna get over the catwalk basically and hope.
Okay, so you're moving over the deck D area and the catwalks and running. But you went down to the far western door. Yeah, so basically you threw that door but you actually get thrown. The blast basically, and when the fireball shoots down that hallway, throws you, into the to the balcony, and you pick yourself up and you're running, and all of a sudden the alarms just go bonkers in the ship. And we'll go back to our other group now in one moment. Okay, so
you can go back there. It's okay.
yeah. So Wilson, you saw Cham get dragged off by the alien. There you hear a couple of distance shots, but here's the issue. What happens? Oh, actually, I'm sorry. One moment before we reveal that. Captain Bolagi, you guys are up on the cryo deck, and you move into that junction point, and all that area is opened up. There's no close. Well, the door, the doors function. I'm sorry, the doors was shut and closed, but y'all move in. Y'all see the door is buckled, and when y'all move into the main, there's scratch marks on the wall, some large rents, and then you move into the junction area, showing the 3 cryo areas, and there are several that are open. There are a couple that look like they are kind of cocked sideways off, and you think that there looks like there's someone still in a couple of them.
I don't know. Should we kill him or leave him?
Why are they still in there?
I say to my crew member.
Yeah. Why are they still in there?
I don't know. I don't really care.
Well, you kill him then. I don't want to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not waking up, then we don't have to kill them.
I don't know. You think they're... I don't know, Cap. This doesn't smell right.
No, it doesn't. The whole thing is kind of different.
Different? Your word is different? That's the best you got? Cap.
Well, we've pulled jobs in the past. This is different. Something's not right.
Yeah, but you put us here. Cap,
I know.
what are we gonna do?
We've got to... I don't know. Let's,
You're not being
I
very
don't know.
Captain Cap.
Let's just try to get to the lower deck. Are there any signs that would indicate which way to go?
You, maybe, there might be a junction to a sign pointing to junction A, 2 down, door to the past, or junction and stairwell to. You might see some signs pointing you back the way you came, or continue onward down through the cryo room 3, and you see the door past it. Yeah, it might have a ladder symbol down that way.
All right. There's a ladder there.
Okay. Yeah, there's the junction A2 down to the south. Yeah.
So we'll move over to the ladder.
We're going to move straight down. You're going to continue moving straight south.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Straight
y'all,
south.
yeah, y'all move through the examination room. Looks like a bomb went off in there, and you can smell definitely something's been cooked. There's the smell of that rotted flesh and cooked meat, because they did the flamethrowers in the shower and the wardrobe rooms, and you could just smell, something vile. Y'all are moving to the junction. Yep. And going to proceed downward because it's only way down. Wilson, you saw Cham get dragged off down the science way. You don't know where, and you hear him screaming, and it's
Screw this. He's going to go back to the corporate suite. Oh, come on.
Nope. So, it was too easy. Yeah, you're doing that, and you're turning to head back that way. Bolge, y'all and your crew are headed to junction A2 and getting ready to get on the ladder when there is an explosion somewhere deep in the ship. I mean, y'all hear it just go boom, and I mean, it rocks the ship. This is an internal explosion. Everybody knows what that was. And hold on, and the
Danger. The emergency disrupt system.
No, it's not. No,
activated.
so hold on. So all the alarms go off. But it's not the destruction. You basically just hear the clagons. They go and basically it's Mother goes, there is fire aboard the ship, fire. It's not self-destruct, but I just wanted the noise. I just wanted the dang, dang, dang. Basically that's going on, and you hear just kind of the auto record of Mother, fire. What do you do, Wilson?
Well, he sees and hears all that. He says, screw this. I'm getting off this ship. And he's going to the suite. Hopefully he's got a key to get in it.
You were given a key by Clayton.
All
You
right,
basically
he's
see
going
her,
in.
and you turn in that way, and you see Clayton coming around a corner at the same
Crap,
time.
what is wrong with you?
Yeah, picking herself up, and she's like looking, and she sees you moving toward the suite, and you're opening up the door.
Yep.
All right, you open
I
up
want
the
to
door.
go through.
Yep. Okay.
I want to pick up the materials that she had in the suite.
So, well,
Alright.
she's got a wall safe, but she didn't open it up. She showed you that she had that.
Take the stinking wall safe out of the wall.
Yeah, it's
I know.
It's
I
fairly
can't do
big. Yeah. Well secured into the hull of the ship. But you move to the you go to the panel where she told you where the pod was at, but she didn't give you the code. There's a code on a code panel on the door. Your key opens up access to the doors, but there is a access panel to the pod, and you don't have that code. You're looking at it.
Great.
And you
Get back over here in the corner.
Yeah, all this time, wah, 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 you know, and fire. Bolge, what do y'all do?
Well, things are going to hell in a handbasket real quick.
They are.
We need to get what we came here for and get out.
What was that, Cap? What the hell did we want to get here?
Would I even know?
No.
Was I told what?
Yeah. Y'all were just trailing the ship. Gonna hop in, kill some people, take some stuff, get whatever you could.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of there.
Exactly. Just
But
take
you haven't found
something
shit yet.
valuable.
You have
We need to-
found
we need-
destroyed stuff, burnt hull, a dead person.
Old suit.
Yeah, yeah. So far, you found nothing, and now you've got a junction to go down
Yeah.
to deck B. What do you want to do, Cap?
Oh.
Cap.
Well,
Cap.
we gotta
there's a
get down
fire.
there.
There's a fire. We
I
gotta
know
move
there's
quick.
a fire.
Love your
Let's
sense
go.
of urgency.
Down to deck. down to deck B. Let's go down
Okay.
to deck B.
So y'all move
Come
to
on.
deck B. Alrighty. Hold on.
Oh.
I don't
And I
know.
turn. I go Super Saiyan and I destroy the ship.
Oh, this is awesome.
Welcome
Oh.
to the party.
Well, they're coming down the shaft as you're dragged. Yeah, they don't know you're there yet. So,
Is that door closed?
wait a second. Oh, I grabbed Pinion. I didn't mean to grab her. She
Yeah.
is,
You meant to grab. You meant to grab the
I
old
grab
lady.
Bean. Yeah. Where's
Bean,
she? Here.
Bean.
Hold on, wait a second. All right, boy. I'm making
Bien,
this-
Bien and Mick.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you grab that, and yeah, y'all come down the ladder as yeah, and there's you feel a little heat too coming up a little hot air coming up the junction ladder. All right. And
Right.
yeah,
Am I allowed to like attack it at all? Or
yeah, in a
no?
second here. I'm gonna give you a stop.
Yeah,
Second.
okay.
Oh yeah. We're toying with you like a cat with the mouse. Okay.
Well, oh hi, nice to meet you. My name's Champ. Just go down the hallway. Just
Well, the door's shut, so they wouldn't. Yeah, so they come down, and you've already been dragged that way, and yeah. So now
so they weren't even allowed to witness my last
no,
moments.
they're
Damn.
about to see this here in a second. So, yeah, y'all come down the ladder, and there's only one way to go, and that's the door to the north.
Because the fire is below, huh?
There's heat, good bit of heat and smoke starting to come up from the junction to where you're at. Yes.
All right, Mick, get that door open.
I'm a kid. Just push the button, cat. It's a
Fair point. Push the button.
Yeah, you step out into the hallway.
Yeah, I peek into the hallway.
Oh,
With
he
my gun
peeks into the hallway, folks.
Hi, my name's Champ.
Well, you see Cham being picked up by
Peekaboo.
this huge monstrosity in the middle of the hallway. Cham,
Jesus Christ!
yeah. What do you do, Cham? This thing is picking you up by the leg, toying. Yes,
Can
like
I cutting torch it or no?
you can pull the cutting torch out of your pouch, I guess. Yes, and half the flamethrower is dangling on the ground, banging around
Yeah.
underneath your hand. You know, you decide what you want to do. Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it with the cutting torch or try.
So you try to grab the torch.
Close
and
combat, right?
That's a yep. Or you can use a story point.
Mm,
Oh, way to go, Cham. Look at that complete failure of roll.
panic, right?
Oh, there's a panic roll. That's an actual extra stress because you did it. You can't
Yep.
even get the thing lit. You pull the trigger and it click.
So roll panic now.
I need to yeah, give yourself point of stress and then roll panic. Yep. Yeah. Cham, you just all hear you basically.
Oh, my stress is decreased by 1.
Yeah, you lose the chest, but everybody, all the friends, well, they're not friendly. They all scream and look.
Yeah,
at
luckily
you.
we're not. Luckily we're not friendly.
Yeah. So and y'all hear him just let out this scream as this creature then lets out another attack. Throat bite. It basically picks him up as you try to click it, and it just whips you right at it, and you see this big old this mouth just opens up, and it tries to. Oh, Cham. Cham. Oh no! If the attack causes damage, it automatically inflicts critical injury 61. And that is critical injury 61 as its mouth wraps around your throat. And 61 is ruptured jugular.
Ah, that's how Davis died.
That it basically just rips your throat out as you're dangling there, triggering an immediate panic roll. You think? Yeah, give yourself another panic roll. Yeah, so you can't go anywhere. It's just basically if you're engaged. Yeah, so yeah, basically Cham's gurgling to death. So it's Cham's sitting there, and yeah, you're gonna. Oh, Cham, did we even make an hour? Barely made an hour. What did I say? I was gonna be.
Am I dead? Like, do I?
You'll be dead here in another
take
round.
my health away?
Yeah, you're. Yeah, it's basically. Yeah, it basically rips your throat out, and it's
okay.
Yeah, and.
So do I take all my health away now?
Yeah. You just yeah.
Bye bye.
Your story ends.
Bye bye.
And then basically it does that, and then it takes your leg and it does the Hulk Loki maneuver, and it just bam,
puny god.
Yeah, just your skull just splits, and it throws you and your body into this room here, and then turns looking at Captain Bolliger. Wilson, what are you doing?
I am I have my pulse rifle leveled at the door for when Clayton walks through it. Just waiting.
She comes around the corner. Wilson, what are you doing? We got to get off of this ship now.
Yes, we do. Get in here. Close the door.
She shuts the door. As she shuts the door, you're hearing the whack whack whack, and then all of a sudden, power starts to flicker and goes dark in the ship. The door, she's basically shutting the door. She pushes the button and it goes about halfway and then stops as everything goes dark in the ship, and emergency lights start kicking on, and you're back to low running lights. And she goes, "Damn it, what's happened? What was that explosion? We've lost power. We need to get down to the reactor room, see what the hell's going on." Damn it.
No. You misunderstand. Get the items out of the safe now.
She goes over there. Well, we got to get. I need the materials. Not going to do us any good if we don't get the materials. Well, they're in the science lab. You were supposed to go down there and get them.
All right, I'll be here waiting. You go right ahead.
No, your job is to go get them. You get them.
He points the rifle right at her head and says, "My job has changed. You go get the supplies. Go now."
Man's got a spine finally. Hot damn. Big cowboy. You're coming with me. And all of a sudden she comes around there. Here comes Wicks running. We've got to get the fire out. There's a fire. Come on. We've got to go. The ship's not going to last long. Power's out now. Nothing's going to happen. No one's getting off this ship. And he's basically running. He goes back.
Before you go, Clayton, before you go, open this door.
It won't open without power.
The closet to the closet.
It won't open without power.
Then give me the code.
No. I'll go get the stuff. There's plenty of room in there for both of us. Either stand there or be useless. And she basically heads off. All right. And now they're basically banging around. They're saying, you can hear, you're
going the wrong way to the science lab, you cow.
She was going to go get the power. Yeah, she needs to go to the science lab. Yeah, he's going to go going to go down to try to get to the reactor room. Okay, so y'all don't know what's happening up there. All right. Back to Rye. 1 second now. Boy, we're just having so much fun. Okay, Rye. So you've got a huge fire explosion. You're running through the cargo deck. The Klingons are going off. Fire. Ship power all of a sudden goes off. Line.
Ooh.
Yep.
Part of a successful plan. So looking down, because I'm on like the little catwalks, right? Looking over the cargo bay.
That's correct.
How many more barrels are there inside the cargo bay?
They're in the storage room, which is
because it's on deck D, right?
It's on deck D. Let me see deck D. There is some there's some vehicle part storage, some other storage sheds in there. They say that God, I gotta get rid of all these windows I had open. There are brought along one of the 7 drums, so there's 6 more big ass drums of these things. Now, positioning them somewhere, if you were to try to put them by the, you know that there's enough there. If you could get them somewhere, you probably could do a hull breach.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I need to look at the legend real quick on what that little symbol is.
Here.
Airlock. So
yeah, that's
the airlock's on deck D.
That's a big ramp to go outside because there were big driving ATV units in here. Should have been one of them's flipped over, a smaller one, but they had a big rover units that would drive out of the back of this thing.
So I think what I'll do is head down to deck D and start piling the barrels up into one corner near one of the engines. Don't really matter which one.
No.
And anything else I can find down there, gas, whatever else is flammable.
There's not much. They took off in a hurry. Yeah, they took off in a hurry. Okay. There's some bolt guns, a cutting torch, a few other things that you must run here, but mainly the things are the those big drums.
So yeah, I'll head down there and stack them all up into one corner, and same thing.
We're gonna try to do what? What do you wanting to accomplish specifically? So I know.
Hull breach. Shoot it, cause a big explosion, and hopefully bring the ship down.
Ending your life.
Yep.
Okay. Just so I know. Okay. So it's going to take some time, so sit back and relax.
Yep.
I'll bring you over so you can kind of hear. No, you don't. Yeah, I'm going to hold off. You don't know what's going on. So hate doing that to you, but hold on. Yep.
Alrighty.
It was an experiment.
Okay. Yep. Alrighty. So back to y'all. So Clayton runs off. Wilson's hanging out. Bean's moving, doing some stuff. Y'all don't know what they're really doing. Wilson, you might hear a gunshot or two. Well, it actually went silent after the explosion. So, but you don't know where they're at. All right. Bring that music down. That's awful loud. Bring that down. Okay. So, Beauleger, you watch this creature just chomp through, and basically then turns and starts. You see it just kind of, and it looks straight at you.
I really don't know what to do.
And you're standing there, and all of a sudden the door opens up, and this
Scream like a
woman
girl.
comes through and stops and turns and looks and says, "Who the fuck are you?" And then looks down the hallway and goes, "Oh shit!" And she turns back and steps back to the door and shuts the door.
How does she shut it without the power?
You can still grab it. You can still, the doors are still got manuals on them. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you've still got a
does-
mechanism, so you got to pull a hand. You can still pull them off track and all that. Yeah.
Does my door have that?
All the doors do.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna step back and close my door.
Yeah, you're basically sitting there just in time as this creature just hits the door, bam, and just slams at it. And just kind of pounds the door a couple of times.
All right. Mick, Bean, get back up that ladder. I'll be right behind you.
What the hell is that, Captain?
I don't know and I don't care. We're getting off this fucking tub.
You're going up, so you begin to go back up to level A. Is that what you're saying there, Buckaroo
Correct.
Banzai? All right. So y'all begin to make your way up level A. And 1 second, let's put Horton back on the ladder. Bean starts coming up the ladder, and last but not least is the Cap.
Bollige.
All right, y'all come up the ladder. All right, and y'all begin.
I'll lead the way.
All right, so y'all are basically headed. You're headed back toward headed back toward the airlock. Is that what I'm
Back towards
hearing?
the airlock.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all are basically doing that. Yeah, Clayton, saw that, and she basically running back this way, and you hear her going, "Fuck no, whatever." You hear her running back down the hallway towards you. She goes, "One of those creatures is down in the science lab. You've got the gun. Get down there and kill it." And she basically says, "If you want to get out of this alive, you're the one with the weapon." And she's going to try to manipulate you, Wilson. And that is a manipulation roll. And she's yelling. Y'all are basically having a standoff of wills. All right. And so it's basically manipulation against manipulation. And y'all are in
Okay.
a lock. And she's, because but you've got the weapon. So she rolls. Oh boy. Oh no! You're not liking your plans, Wilson. You have a second thought there for a brief moment. You must make me a panic roll. Oh, you're keeping it together. All right, so it's a standoff of, and she's got a gun too. She points it. You've got your gun loaded at her. She's got a service pistol. She's got a you, and he goes, "We're in somewhat of a standoff here, Wilson. What do you want to do about it? We've got problems."
No, we don't. We have a pod right over there. Let's get in it and get the heck off of this ship.
Without power, I can't get the door open.
Let's try to manually open it.
Oh boy.
Anything is better than being eaten alive by that thing down there. I don't care if I have to go back and scrub toilets for the rest of my life. Let's go.
So she goes, "Well, the only way we'd have to she goes, "Maybe we can get a cutting torch. We would need a cutting torch. So we're going to need something to get through the deal." She goes, "The best bet, if we hurry, there might be one down in the cargo bay. But we've got to go quick. We can make the central stairwell here, and see if there's some extra tools down there."
You keep saying we.
You've got a gun too. Let's go.
That's fine.
Let's get down to the cargo bay.
Let's don't and say we did. Okay.
Well, we can't open the door without it. You,
How about if I blast the door with this gun?
but that won't that maybe hit the door some, but it's well, I don't know. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's not say never. Armor piercing.
Got a grenade launching on her too.
You possibility, but if it goes wrong, you're going to basically have a hole breach and you're going to get sucked out the hole.
Potato.
The
Die
joys
or
of
dare, one of the two.
space. The joys of space. Trust me. Let's get a torch. We haven't got the fire's it can't burn forever. Some of the suppression control system maybe will kick in, or now with no oxygen pumping, we're going to be out of air too. Let's get down to the car. We could get a torch. It's got to be one down there.
Yeah, there's got to be one torch and 20 creatures. Sure, why not? That sounds like great odds.
Well,
God, who left you in charge anyway?
we're not. Then we can roast. We'll be dead here.
Yeah, dead is dead, I know.
Or you can go for the ship up above.
Lead the way.
So she goes, come on. And she basically says and follows you and says, hit the stairwell. And y'all make the stairwell and y'all start to go down. Boje, y'all are making y'all's way. This is so much fun. That's Decade. Okay, so y'all make y'all continuing on. Okay, so y'all move along, and you going left or right?
Right.
Okay, so y'all can move. Yep, and when you come through there, you're expecting to, it's silent. You don't hear gunshots anymore. From it's looks like maybe they have ended their battle.
I raise my weapon as I approach this corner.
Okay, so you can approach the corner, and the body's still sitting there on the ground. Actually, I need to remove. Circle. Boom. Okay.
Well, okay. I'll just carefully move past. Yeah.
Okay. And now there's a door in the south, or you can keep on going down and around to the northern door.
To the northern door.
Well, when you open up this door, when you open up this door here, you are greeted by the sound of a scream and a unloading of bullets. I mean, just and it is, you recognize it as Penn screaming, and basically she's unloading the clip of her gun, and you see her bullets just sprinkling everywhere.
I'll sprint towards where our scream is coming from.
That's north. You gotta go north. You move this way, and you hear screaming from inside the junction room. And when you come around the corner, you see another one of these creatures. It's just ripped up Penn, and the gun falls down the stairwell. It just basically takes her body and just rips it apart in two, and not paying attention to y'all, basically is sniffing around, and you see it move into the airlock toward your ship.
That's not good.
And out of your view. Smoke is beginning to fill the corridor a little bit as a fire rages. Continue on. A fire somewhere. The Klingons have basically died out a little bit, but there's, you've got some running lights along the ground and all that. And y'all, then you saw what looks like this creature was a little different. It was similar in the shape of the other one that you ran into down below, but this one's a little bit different and it's a little bit smaller.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But Pinion was not expecting it.
So Pin's gun is on the ground then?
It fell down the shaft.
It fell down, huh?
Yeah, yep. You're welcome.
How are my other crew members armed?
Bean has got she's got a 357 Magnum, and Horton, Mickey's got a incinerator. She got a flame. Oh, she's carrying a flamethrower. She's got a flamethrower with her.
I thought he was the little kid.
He is.
Oh, okay.
Let me give them their hit points here. I didn't think. What are we doing, Cap? What'd you stop for?
One of those things just went into our ship.
Where's Pin? They look past.
Gone.
Oh my God! What the hell happened to her? Captain, you chose poorly today.
I know I did. Wow! Wow!
The curse of Lamia.
Yeah, it really was though.
The curse of Lamia. Okay, hold that thought. So now, Rye, we're back to you.
Yes.
You're moving. Yeah, you're having to move. You've got moving these canisters. So just it's a good bit of work here. I need a observation roll from you, please. Okay. One moment. So I'm gonna pull you into. I'm gonna pull you into something here now. Okay. So I got Rye back here. Okay, Wilson.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes.
So y'all make your way down to the level C. That let me pull you. This is going just wild as hell. You and Clayton.
What do you expect?
Awesome. And y'all come down the stairwell and you come in through the doorway to the catwalk overlooking the dock and the deck area D and all that. And you hear noise. You hear a sound of metal bamming, some slamming around, and something being rolled. There's commotion. Something's going on down in the vehicle bay area. The sound.
This
of
is what
something
you brought us
heavy
down
being
here
moved.
for?
Well, she goes, well, what the hell is it? She goes, what did you see?
What did I see?
Who is that? We got to get down. We got to go down into the storage room area and the maintenance room, and they've probably got a cutting torch down there. Let's go.
Lead the way.
She steps into the catwalk, and she's running over to go down, and she stops and goes, who is that down there? And you look, Wilson, and you see Rye moving some big barrels across the vehicle bay to the back side, we'll say the east side, and it's got 4 or 5 big, huge drums, like big oil drums, is rolling them up and putting them up in a corner area.
Rye, what are you doing?
Rye, you hear Wilson's voice call up from up above the catwalk.
I'm trying to find some tools we can use. That these barrels are in the way down here. They must have got knocked over.
Rye, you're down here, so let's say, yeah. Hold on, folks. I'll get y'all on. So what y'all are seeing, and she's down in the deck. Y'all can see down the catwalk, and she's down there, and she looks up, yelling up at you, Wilson.
Have you seen a cutting torch?
Yeah, I saw one down here.
Where?
It was in the storage shed.
And she points back toward the southern end of the bay underneath. You can't see it from where y'all are at, but and Wilson Clayton goes, yeah, that's, it's got to be, that's where the storage shed and the maintenance areas and offices, that equipment shed back in there. We'll have to so from where y'all are at, she will she runs down to, she goes, we got to go to the Junction C, and she basically head down one more, right? Balcony, maintenance shafts. Oh, yep. So she'll say, come on this way, and there's, grab the ladder to go down into the cargo bay. She heads that way. And y'all can start going down the ladder.
Yay.
Oh, okay. Now make your way down there. Rye, what do you do?
Why do I feel like a dog going to my last visit to the vet?
It's not true.
I'll continue moving the barrels out of the way.
Okay. All right. Yep. Okay, y'all come down, and let's put y'all on deck C now. I mean deck D. All right. So, and y'all see Rye. Basically, here we go. One moment.
Yep, here we go.
What do we do, Wilson? Y'all come down, and she says we gotta go. She goes. She points back. Clayton comes down and points, and she goes, "Is that the one they call Rye? Is that?" She said, "Yeah, you yelled out her name." Okay, yeah. So
yeah.
Okay, yeah. And she goes, "That's the." She goes, "That's the synth, right?"
I don't know. Yes, that's what she said, but I don't know.
Keep an eye on her. She's gonna. She runs over here, and she kicks open the door and all that. She's rummaging around in here. Rye is over there, basically rolling a barrel and stacking it up against the corner area here. But your last barrel, Rye, is in the vehicle part storage.
The last one's in there?
That's where they were coming from.
Yeah.
He's going to keep his eye on her.
Clayton steps out and comes with, in her hand is a cutting torch. She's got one. I told you.
Good. I'm glad for you.
She
now let's
turns
get
and
out
looks
of
and goes, "Where's the girl at?"
the south in the vehicle storage.
What the hell is she doing there? Clayton walks over.
I didn't take the time to ask her.
Yeah, she comes in and she looks, and Rye, you basically grabbing a barrel and trying to move it.
Yep.
And she goes, "The hell are you doing with those barrels? Don't you know what those are?"
Nope. They were in the way.
She turns to you, Weldon. Those are quintilacetylene and all that. Those things are freaking. Those are bombs in a drum. What the hell
why do you have
doing?
them on the ship?
And piling them up over there. Why?
You planning on blowing up the ship, right?
Basically, yeah. Clayton pulls out her gun and looks at you, Rye. Goes, "What the hell are you doing?"
I point mine at the barrel that I'm holding in the other hand, or pushing. Put your gun down, or I pull the trigger.
What the hell is she doing? She steps back, but she's got the gun pointed at you.
You have 3 seconds.
Up the ladder, Wilson goes.
Boom.
Do you really shoot? Oh,
yes.
My God. Oh, smackaroonies. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Why does his hand hit the ladder?
The Unabomber!
Story point, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. I saw the story point. Yeah, I saw what you were planning on doing. Oh, son of a bitch. Hold on. I got to see what that actually means with people in the general vicinity. Don't you?
This isn't a movie. Bullets don't set things off.
This it actually does. This bullet, this barrel is basically it's like hydroglycerin, but it's a chemical it's a volatile version of it, and it's like unstable napalm. So I need to understand explosion 108, what that means, because it gives me with people in the room. Powerful charges or more can harm. Okay, blast power. Okay, but it doesn't tell me a force explosion. For every roll, roll a base number equal to the blast power. Oh, okay. So all of y'all are caught in this, and it says blast power of 12. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh. For every plus rolled victim suffer, everyone takes a point of damage. So all of y'all take a point of damage. And where's Clayton at? Get thrown back. Alright. And everybody gets a point of stress. Give me a agility roll for yourself there, Wilson, please. As that explosion, as you were trying to go up the ladder. Straight up agility, please.
I'm looking for it.
In the middle area. Yep.
Yep. Okay, that one.
That's fine. I wasn't looking for the stress side. So basically you hold on, and so you're making your way. You get deterred for a moment, and then fire's raging everywhere. So you're also on fire. Your clothes are on fire, and Clayton's on. She hits the ground rolling, and Rye, you're going up in flames, and
with my last move of my robotic arm.
Well, you're not destroyed. You just took a point. But you.
I touched off all the ones in the corner.
You have to run over there and do that. You have to. You're gonna try to shoot from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can make me. Wilson, you gone up the ladder, but you're you're headed up the ladder. Clayton's rolling around the ground. With a -1 on your modifier, to actually -2 because the distance there, you can do a ranged attack. Right?
It didn't save the modifier. Do I just roll the ranged combat and then you'll subtract 2 on it?
No, down at the bottom left-hand corner, put a -2 in the modifier box.
Yeah, it did. I did, and then it didn't save.
Really? Okay, just roll the dice then. I'll take care of it. That you only have ranged combat.
That's all picked up.
Ranged combat. Oh, what? No,
because
you got
it dropped the 2.
It did drop the 2. It did take care of it. Okay, so yeah, your bullet goes ka-ping! It slams you basically. With everything going on, your shot hits the hull, and there's ricochets, ting 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 around as fire's raging in here, and your clothes, Clayton's rolling around, she's screaming out in pain. Wilson, you get up to the cat. You go up to deck C as you're running up, and you hear the gunshot go off. And where are you at, Wilson? As you come up here, and the question is, so you're there for the moment. Now you can continue try to going up or out over the catwalk.
Would he know that going up would put him back.
You can make me an observation roll. Make me a straight up observation roll. I'm not worried about panics because y'all had access to the maps. The question is, would you remember it with what's going on? No, at the moment your panic and all that, what everything's going on is.
All right, then he'll go straight up.
You just keep on going up to.
Yep.
Okay, so you're still running up toward.
Just trying to get away from the fire.
Yep. Okay, and you come up to.
Yep.
Deck B, and you come up and you hear as you step into that junction point there is some slamming noise, banging on the door, some large and you can see basically a creature slamming on the door trying to get into this junction room where you're at.
Keep on going up.
You can go up to A. All right.
Yep. Good place to die.
Wilson goes up to A. Now we'll move over to while that's taking place. All right, Captain Bolliger, you and your crew are in a pickle.
Mm-hmm.
And you will feel the rock of another explosion in the ship. You don't know what it's for, but there is definitely a vibration.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
We're gonna go through the airlock.
You're gonna. Okay, so you're gonna go what? You go up. You get into the airlock.
Sure.
So you guys move up and you see this creature in the airlock. You know, kind of looking at the hatchway into the y'all's door. You know, it's kind of, but it's at the moment its back's turned to you. It's moved down the hallway. We're just kind of playing this by theater of the mind right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sitting there sniffing around and kind of crawling and looking at things. And then the explosion goes off. But it's in the airlock between you and your ship.
I'd like to.
What would you like to do?
Well, I'd like to, I guess, attack and have my crew members attack.
Okay. So you got one. Well, so who's going to attack? You've got
The pistol.
and your two
BA
pistols,
pistol.
and Pin and Mickey has got the flamethrower. So who does what? One of you's going to get off a shot before we go into combat.
One person gets to take a shot off.
You two, yeah. She's have to get in front of y'all to light the flamethrower. It's only, it's not a big hallway, an airlock in the system and all that. So single file line, but y'all could the two of y'all could fire pistols, or Mickey can light it off. One or the other.
We'll get Mickey.
So you're gonna step back, and you're gonna let her do her thing. A 12-year-old.
We'll hit him.
Him. Man, what a mindful adult.
He's one of the best.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
He's one of the best crew that we've got on our tug.
All right. Well, so Mickey, ranged attack. Oh no, Mickey's not got really good ranged attack here. So that is agility, right? Ranged attack. Yep. All right. Here we go. Basically Mickey fires it. It's kind of whoosh, and it doesn't. The flames don't reach all the way down the shaft, and he, oh shit, and she basically he has to turn back, and he lets go of the stick and all that, and he's basically the controls, he didn't have it turned all the way on, and the creature turns and just with lightning speed moves towards y'all. So I need initiative rolls for this group. So everybody, just give me initiative orders. Let's see, is everybody cleared out? Yeah, hold on, Neomorph. Okay, so holy moly. Let me clear. Let's put these all back into play so you guys can. All right, Boje, give me a roll on the initiative table, please.
Another one? I did one.
Oh, you did one? Oh, you had the one that was a 7. My bad. Okay. So,
yeah. All
right, where is? So you get a. God, there's too many people. All right, and the creature is going to get a 3, and that is Neomorph 2, and then we'll give the NPCs a roll, and they got a 4. All right, so Pinion's dead. Bean is a 4, and Mickey's a 4. All right. Okay. So, well, that doesn't bode well for y'all then.
No, it doesn't.
All right, one moment. Okay, Wilson, you move up into Junction A and do what?
Start moving north.
Okay, so you can move a couple of zones. You can basically move through the cryo room basically, and boom. Then
okay.
what? Which way?
I'm gonna go left.
Okay.
Because I know the suite was on the left-hand side of the ship.
Okay.
Open the door to the north.
Okay.
If that's all my move, that's fine.
Yep. You're getting there. Okay. Bry, you're down on deck D. You're basically being cooked. Clayton's getting cooked too, and you move over toward her, and in her hand is the cutting torch. I need you to give me, if you'll roll on the initiative table, please. We'll get in on the action here. Rye got a 2. Okay. And this Clayton will get a 6. All right. So Rye, you move up to her. She's looking, at you. And in her hand, she has the cutting torch in her hand. What do you do? You're muted. Can't hear you.
Oh, how many rounds are in the pistol before I have to reload?
Several rounds.
Several. So I'm gonna aim at her and shoot.
Yeah, that's close.
While she's on the ground.
Yeah, it's ranged combat, but that's a +2 because you're right, basically standing over her. So.
Alrighty. Modifier 2. Dang it.
You can't push, but you have a story point.
No, I don't.
You used them all.
Not unless I earned one. Yeah.
Yeah. So all you all had you get 2. I gave you all 2. You may have missed that. The 2 at the start of the game.
I used them.
Oh, you've used them. Oh, wow.
The
That's
first
right.
one
You
and
did.
the second one.
I totally forgot about that. Okay. Oh, wow. So your gun. Yeah, you stood down and she her eyes, as she's cooking, and
Unless we can give them.
No, you can't give them. All right, so that was Rye, the neomorph. Oh boy, rushes and attacks the kid that the captain put in front of everybody.
Look, I took a gamble on him and he let me down.
Grabs the kid. Oh no. And base die 8. Oh wow. So it automatic. Okay, so roll the attack using 8 by. If it hits, drags the case. So she's so small she ducks as the creature reaches out for her, and it hisses. But it has. Oh, y'all just love neomorphs because they have 2 attacks. They have 2 attacks when it wants to. So it leaps then at. There we go. All right. If attack hit, the crichton is thrown to the ground and makes an immediate panic roll, and the neomorph immediately performs an extra attack. So basically, she's standing on top of Mickey, and that's what I wanted to do. It tail slashes at you, Boje. Basically, tail whoosh, comes flying out as it's reaching down and holding pin down. Hits you. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hits you is attacked using damage 2. The attack is armor piercing. You don't have any armor on, so you take 2. You take 2 damage as the tail just stabs at you into your chest. Yep. Mickey is on the ground. Doesn't have. If she fires, it's going to light everybody up in the room. She knows this, and she goes, "Save yourselves!"
What will Bean do?
Bean is going to. She's got the gun and fires again.
Good.
Hits. 2 damage. The neomorph has got. Oh boy, you're not gonna like this. Both bullets ricochet off its outer shell, basically hit and fly off. Its shell is extremely hard, and I don't think these are high caliber. Yeah, it's not armor piercing. So yeah, so she shoots it in it. This carapace basically just ricochets off. Clayton turns the. You've reached down. You tried to shoot at her. You missed. Rye.
So I do have a question on that too.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to say I'm exposing myself as the synthetic to get the attribute bonuses and stuff?
I know. Well, I mean, you could just go ahead and start. So you're you got. You can start using them. So what are you asking me? What are you wanting to know? Because they know you're a synth, but
yeah.
Well,
I was
at
just
this point
curious if I got any bonuses to any or like higher skill attributes or whatnot.
Yeah. So you get.
They were already added in.
You get an extra. Your strength goes up. What was the other part? I think you're. I forgot. I'm gonna look it up here. Android, synthetics. You can't push rolls. You don't have to worry about stress. No panic rolls, stuff like that. You get. I know your strength goes up by 2, and okay, both 2 attributes. Okay, so it was strength, And let me pull up the story. Trying to remember here. There was one other thing you get, but it's you don't like have armor piercing skin or anything, there's nothing like that. So if that's what you're wanting to know, yeah. So
no, I was just curious if my attribute scores went up.
So yeah, so you pump your strength up. There's another one. I'll pull it up here in a second. But she basically she has the cutting torch, and she just basically she grabs it and she just shoves it at you, pulling the trigger also. And she, as we're back down on the deck here, Clayton in she has piss poor close combat. She gets it off. Oh wow. So you take 3 points of damage. I think
that's the rest of my human
health.
But
I think you get that's what it is. Here, let me look. Sorry folks. You get let me pull up my acrobat right here. You get your hit points are going to go up. Secret android. Android strength and agility go up by 3, and so you're going to get, I think it's 2 more hit points. Yep.
So I would have
So how many are left then after she just hits you with this cutting
I would
torch?
have 2 left.
2 left? Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And she basically sees as your insides open up and your blood, white milk blood, it spills everywhere, and she screams out, "Die, you bitch!"
I didn't need to roll that. Sorry. I should figure out how to up my attribute scores.
Bolge, Captain, the creature is just tail whipped you.
I'm not healthy. I would like to use a story point
to
make a shot with my EVA pistol.
That's an auto hit. Okay.
All right.
And it does 1 damage.
Hey.
Yeah, but I gotta see if when you it's auto success, meaning it hits.
Yeah, I know.
I got to hear. You're not gonna like the armor rating of this thing. Oh, your bullet ricochets off of it.
Man, why you have to give me the hard ones? These tough decisions.
Anything else?
Can I do anything else?
You can move back.
Start whipping it.
I don't know. What do you want to do? Or you can, we can let it go.
Can I move there?
Yeah, you're in Junction A. So this is just you're not in that hallway. Sorry. So basically, I'm playing like y'all are in the you're in.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you can move backwards into this area.
Cool.
So
okay.
All right. That's how I'm playing that.
All right. Yeah, I guess that'll end it.
Hey.
So
you move back down and you hear movement in the ladder below you, and you're looking straight down and you see a man coming up the ladder towards you, and he's got his hands, he's basically telling shh.
What's he look like?
Looks like he's got a scruffy, basically, and behind him, and she's kind of holding in her hand or on one of her arms. She's dragging. There, you see them down at the second level, and they're looking up at you.
And he's kind of
basically-
like, shh.
He's basically saying, yeah, he did, Gary. He changed synth. He's basically, you know, don't make noise. He's got in his hand, he's got a pistol, and you see this young black woman. She's got a shot. She's got this 12 gauge shotgun. She's got a pump shotgun, and they're coming up. He's going, let's just get the fuck off this ship. Get us off of here.
What is it? Save my crew member, and we'll get you out of here.
We'll do it together. This ship is gonna blow any minute now. There's no way.
All
There's
right.
fire raging in it. Systems are offline. This ship is a dead stick. You know, here's
Let's do this.
okay.
Did I pass my turn?
Yep. All right. So
Okay,
they're coming up into the deal, and they're looking down the hallway as this creature, you know, has basically got the rest of your crew in its grasp. All right. Let's see. What's our other neomorph doing? As it's eating Cham. Sorry, Cham. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna actually make. We'll give you. Which character you could pick? One of the NPCs to play for a while here.
On which side of the spectrum?
It's you can either any of the NPCs.
Well, I don't want to pick Mickey.
I wouldn't either.
That's fine.
I don't know. He's got a flamethrower.
Yeah, but he also has an
That's
alien
cool, huh?
on top of them.
That's cool, huh?
I guess John's for now.
Wix. All right, fine. I'll make him. And so this should give you his character sheet.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. All right. So yeah, he's basically, they were coming up to try to figure out how to help the crew. He basically had to talk with Reed. The ship's damaged. We don't know what the hell's going on. It's either we go down with the ship or we get off of here. And he's basically wanting y'all to hide. We got to get off and just disappear, go off the grid any way possible, and maybe these guys are the answer. And Reed says she's not happy about it, but she follows him wherever he goes. And they grabbed Ava, and they're coming up the ladder. That was the decision they made. So now you're in charge of them. This neomorph, y'all don't know what it's doing. It had a Cham sandwich. We'll take Cham off the board. Wilson, back to you. So, you can...
Still heading up north on this corridor.
That's wrong map. That's, y'all are on...
I'm on A deck.
Yeah, you're on A. I was saying, I see off the deal. Okay. So, you can move along. Go right ahead. You're just moving down to that door, and you hear some gunfire, and you hear kind of stuff somewhere up ahead. You can kind of hear it through the hull of the ship.
Crap. Can I go through the door?
Yes, you can. Yep.
Sees the corridor to the right.
And you hear, you can hear commotion going on in the junction room area that you know well enough. Yep.
All right, the dead body he recalls.
Yep.
And so he's going
to laying on the ground.
Step over the dead body and go to this stairwell to go down.
Okay. So you're moving along. You're doing well.
Yep.
Okay. Rye, back to you.
So I don't know how to add the strength and agility into my sheet.
Here, I'll do it.
But
I'll do it for you. Yeah, so done.
All right, so I'm gonna basically just reholster. Like I'm just gonna holster my pistol and close my fist and punch Clayton right in the face.
Yeah, it's a +2, and you just I think it's factored in on the unarmed attack. Nah, but you can have it because you're right up on top of her.
So +2 on the bonus there.
Yeah, she's cooking here. This fire's still raging. You're basically, most of your clothes are burned off of you. And you just punch her. Okay. Yep. You basically just break her. You hit her so hard it snaps her neck. And you just see her eyes flutter in the back of her head, and she dies.
I'll grab the torch.
Yep. Okay.
And do I still have my movement?
You have some movement. Yeah, you can start to head your way toward.
Yeah, I want to head as close as, or get as far as I can.
Yeah, you start moving that way. Yep. Okay. Good enough. Neomorph 2. Back on deck A. Oh boy. Coming up on the finale here. It going to attack. I don't need that. I don't need this anymore. Hell, I don't need. Whee! It reaches, so it's on top of. It's gonna grab Bean, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8. All right, hits immediately. Then even more hit it. Basically, she grabs it and pulls it in. Everybody's seeing the creature now. Grabs it before releasing it. The victim drops anything and must make. Yeah, so she drops her service weapon, so she's now without a weapon, and it hits another attack. And oh no, poor Mickey. Oh wow! Just tried to snap down on the kid again. The kid is just fighting his light off.
Fighting for dear life.
Yeah. All right. So Mickey, damn. Mickey is panicking here, and yep, takes the flamethrower, grabbing it, but just is swinging swinging it with as a club, honestly, and just can't, just flailing away, trying to get this thing off of it. Bean doesn't have a weapon and is thrown back in here and onto the ground. She picks herself up and she's looking at all y'all, and she steps out of the way as this creature is basically trying to, eat Mickey and all that. Clayton's dead. All right, Captain Beauliger, what are you doing?
What is my special ability that I have?
It shows on the sheet.
Never mind. I don't think that'll be any use right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose I'll just I'll take a shot with my pistol again.
Yep.
And we'll just use a story point for that.
Auto hit. All right. So it's got a then. That's Mickey. I need the armor rating. Ricochets off again.
All right, and then I'll gonna step out of the way of everybody else's guns.
Okay. All right. Well, he Wick, so they get their guns, and he does the same thing. shoots.
Well, aren't I playing Wix right now?
Oh, you are. My bad. You can shoot. My bad. Yep, I totally forgot.
Is there any way of kicking the alien off of Mickey?
You could try to do a close combat. You could, try to hit it.
Okay, I'll use a story point.
To hit, that's only 1 point of damage. You basically walk up and slap it in the
Yeah,
face.
but I just want to kick it off of Mickey if that's possible at all. Because it's over on top, isn't it?
It's on top of him. Yes, that's right. Basically, all you do is you hit it and. Yeah, you basically break one of your fingers in your hand. You hit it so hard, it just kind of stops. But it's stands up as it was looking. It's trying to eat the kid, and turns and looks at you, and just basically is looking as though it's going to pounce on you.
I'm on the ladder, right?
No, y'all are in the room.
I started going up the ladder.
No, you're at the top level.
Oh, we're at the top already?
Yeah, you're at the top level.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, the top level, and the only where to go is the airlock, which the alien's in.
Yeah. To my ship.
Well, yeah, that'll be it.
All right, Reed.
Come on, Reed.
And
She'll just shoot it.
Oh, she is. She drops that thing. Oh, and it clicks, and she forgot to take the safety off.
God damn it.
Pinching my brow so hard right now.
Yeah, and the neomorph launches itself at John's. John's went up and bitch slapped it, and it is going to grab you. And it does. You take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And it hits.
How do you subtract on
Here, I'll do it for you. So right now.
Okay.
Yeah. If it hits, the neomorph immediately drags the victim into, so it pulls you into the airlock with you on top of the kid, and you got to make me a panic roll. So you can in the tables. Open that up, and the panic roll sitting there.
Panic roll.
Yeah,
Yep.
just hit that die. Yeah, I don't. There's no way to count stress for y'all, so it would. I don't think the character. Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. Hold on 1 second. My bad. I can do. Yeah. Damn it. There's no way to give yourself stress. With these still, see, the NPCs aren't supposed to really. They don't do. I handle them for stress. I've got the character sheets for him. Yeah, just you're not gonna get any roll. You're gonna go ahead and roll. Hit the panic roll for me.
I already did.
What did it do? I need to add 2 to it. So you keep it together. Actually, trembling. Okay, so basically you're just kind of trembling there as the thing, grabs you, and you weren't expecting that to happen. It pulls you into the room, and then it does. Oh no! Tail spike. The neomorph impales the victim. Even for John's, odd for the kid. Oh no! So its tail comes using 7 base die, hitting the kid. The attack is armor piercing, just cuts right into her. Triggers critical injury number 66 in the poor kid, which is its tail just goes right through the center of her chest, impaling his heart, and you just see the life just go out of Horton. Beaujolais, your young 12-year-old kidnapped son. You've now
Oh.
sacrificed to the alien as it just, and it pulls back out, and its chest is his chest just comes back with his tail, and its heart, his heart's kind of attached to the tails. It kills him outright. John Wilson, you basically hear the screaming and fighting and all that going across the hallway, and you're headed down the stairwell, I take
Down.
it?
Don't want none of that.
Yeah, you basically could see that it's someone in the deal. All right, so you basically make yourself down the stairwell, and
Can move, open the door.
yep, you can then start moving down that hallway back toward the corporate suite. Yep, you start moving that way. All right, and you start the hallway. There you go. All right, Rye, what are we doing?
Getting back to my barrels.
Oh my gosh! So you take the torch and you stick them at the barrel, and that's a +2 on the modifier. It's a close combat.
Close combat roll, all right.
Yeah. Shaboosh. Oh man. So what happened, Rye, folks? Rye basically was stacking the remaining barrels of the triglycerine or whatever it was up against the hull of the cargo bay and set off pretty much a chain reaction that the ship is now imploding in on itself. There's a huge, basically the bottom half of the ship just basically rips away from the Kronos. You basically are done for, Rye, with that maneuver. That would shoot you out the air. You're basically floating in space now. Holy moly, I've got to see what that would do. They talk about if that's... One second. And where are the coolants? That talks about if building chrome, destroy the ship in this way. Yep, he was successful at that. Wilson, you're basically making your way to the pods. The group of y'all, oh man. The bad news, only way I read this is that the ship basically explodes. Basically, the ship is now got basically the bottom half of the ship just got ripped away. That's going to decompress everything on the lower levels. The doors basically bulkheads would shut down, start locking up. There is no power anywhere in the ship now because the bottom half of the ship also would take out that area, the coolant tanks in the back area, the cargo bay, the reactors down there too. Wilson, give me a mobility roll. I'm not sure what you're going to do though. You didn't. Yeah, you get to the door and all that, but you don't have the codes.
Does the explosion open the door?
No,
or
it does not.
Jimmy it or anything?
No, unfortunately, it does not.
Well, I know what I'm going to do on my turn, if I get a turn.
All right, let's see what happens then. The ship is basically, you hear kind of bulkheads are giving way. Things are splitting apart. That neomorph has done its attack. We're going to give Mickey's dead.
Like.
Yeah. Bean panicking. What do you want to do, Beaujolais, Captain? What do you do?
Is there room to get past the alien?
Creature that everybody falls into the junction room when the explosion.
Okay.
Go up.
Give me if you want to try. Well, Gary. There was minimal power and all that. The ships, the doors function. So some of those, they're you know. I'm saying some of the bulkheads are closing because the ship is slowly pulling apart to their death. It's cinematic storytelling.
Can I grab Bean and try to run past the alien?
She's in a panic mode, cowering on the ground.
Oh, good lord. How would I get her to move?
You could try to manipulate her, yell at her, or you have a special ability.
I do. It's full rank. What does that do? It doesn't say anywhere on my sheet.
Force someone to follow your orders, perform a specific action, roll a command against the target's manipulation.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Roll a command. So grab the command. Even though you don't, why is it? Wow, it's 0.
Why's mine 0?
I don't know. They did. Yeah, they give you an officer, but yeah, that don't. You're not a good commander, which we can tell already.
Man,
you still grab the 0. It's still gonna give you the dice. Oh, you can push it if you want.
Nothing.
No, you can push it. You are a regular PC. Yep, there you go.
We'll
any
push
story
it.
points left?
Oh, no.
All right. How do I? All right.
And
So
the panic button's
panic.
The panic button's up there.
Panic.
Yeah. You so
I keep
basically
it-
you're yelling at her and she's not moving. You yell.
All right.
Now, you still have movement if you want to try to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run past.
Give me a mobility. Give me a mobility check. Or agility, straight up. Yeah. All right. Yep. You basically run past you quickly shoot past the alien as you run into the airlock.
So I'm in my ship's airlock now, right?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Be like, now's your final chance. You get off. You make a break for it, or you get left.
They're yelling at him, and Reed goes, "Don't leave us, motherfucker! Son of a bitch! You're supposed to be helping us! Get us off this damn vessel!"
And that's it. Well, I don't have an attack, do I?
No, you did that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
but you
thought.
know, you could shoot, but your bullets haven't done shit to it, you know. But you did.
You know what? I guess. Well, nah. No point. No point. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Wix,
Try to run up there too.
doesn't he have you right now? Didn't he grab you?
But didn't we all just fall?
Yeah, he's got you. He's dragged you into the other room, so you can make mobility roll.
Okay. Mobility. Right there. So if you have a agility roll, does it also add that
Yeah,
to your
it'll grab.
mobility?
Yeah,
or-
that's exactly right. Yeah, yes.
Okay,
it
no,
does.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yep. Yep. And you're still on the ground. The thing's got you. You know, kind of.
Not much I can do.
Yeah. You have a
Try to shoot it, I
Yeah,
guess.
you can shoot. Yeah, you can pull. Yeah, you can get a +2. Yeah, I got a +2 already. Okay, so you
Yeah.
put that thing up on it and you just shoot. Bam. Okay. And it.
1.
You know, that's still a hit, but
Yeah,
it
just
has
1
its armor,
damage, though.
yeah. And
It hits.
it basically tings. It just kind of ricochets off of it.
Yeah.
It just turns and looks at you. Reed, mother. She basically just charges and she just levels the shotgun at this thing, and
Oh, please do something.
that is sad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She goes off and blasts. It just hits the, misses, whisks right by it. Almost probably pelts you at Beaujolais with buckshot as it goes off. Showering you. Wilson, what are we doing?
I'm going to open up on this door with this pulse rifle.
Alrighty. Give me a close combat roll.
And I will use a story point.
Okay. All right. That's an auto hit. Make me a contact roll. I don't care about the panics. The success.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just click the button.
That's fine. That's fine. I was just looking for an overroll. This was a different roll. The door opens up.
Do I see the sweet sight of an escape pod?
There's an escape pod in there.
He gets in it, opens the door, pushes the button, and says, "Get out of here!"
Okay.
No power.
Well, the pod can just there's minimal power. Oh yeah. So and he basically hops in it and he is ejecting out of the deal. Yeah, that's fine. So John, one moment as he's in space. It's not quite over yet. Should I?
Oh, can we get able to do something?
No, it's Rye. Rye's out in space and is right in the path.
Come on.
What would it be without that? Okay. And
Wouldn't that like the
Run him over. Give him like a speed bump.
Rye. So the pod comes out and basically it gets ejecting and you're floating there in space. And it heads right at you.
Push the go button.
What do you want to do, Rye? You see Wilson in the pod, looking straight at you.
Is there glass? So there's glass on the front of it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, really thick glass. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
have the torch.
Just wave at me as I go by.
I'm gonna pull out my grappling gun, and as it comes by, I'm gonna hook on.
Where's the grappling gun? Hold on. Where's the
Devil
grappling
Dog has the right idea.
gun?
My harpoon grappling gun. Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta get the harpoon grappling gun here.
Are you fucking kidding me
Oh
right
hell no,
now?
we're having fun. Yeah, no, well, so I'll explain later what's happening here. There you weren't whoever would get away wouldn't quite get away clean. In any alien movie, you never get away quite clean. Yeah. Okay? And so that's the point. All right, where is my grappling ranged weapon? So make me basically make me a ranged attack. Well, he did have it, Gary. Or she had it. So can Rye do it? Can Rye do it here?
Please.
With no
I hope so.
No story points. Oh my god!
Yes.
So there's this is just sweetness. Hold on now. So we haven't done this is funny with this one. So with ranged combat, we haven't done a show off in a while. So you hit with it, so it's gonna fires a grappling hook tip harpoon that carries a tether. Is used to close the distance between free floating objects and personnel in space. On a hit with this weapon, the grappling hook attaches to the target, and now you are tethered to it. If you're not heavier, so basically as Wilson's floating away, you're now behind it like a skier. Now you hit with an extra 2 there, so you can do some more damage, or Not much.
Can I
else.
like reel myself in?
Yeah,
Or, like, pull
basically
myself in?
you're basically pulling yourself
Yeah.
in, basically. Yeah. So because you can't really do anything else with it except for more damage. So this thing is attached to it, and you are tied to the other end, and now as the pod speeds away, you're basically floating along. This is just absolutely brilliant, folks.
I can't believe you just fucking did that.
Give Loco a parting shot here, as he's trying to get away, escape. We don't want to make it too easy for him. Okay, up above, the Neomorph will attack. There's explosions happening. The ship's being ripped apart. The last of the abilities here before it is bad news. Neomorph. We're going to get this.
I don't like the sound of it.
Hold
You
on.
love me, Duff.
I know.
You love me. If there's a wrench, I'll throw it in there, buddy.
Hold on. That's what you're trying. Did you get that? Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Again, all right. So now I just attacked, tail slashed on Wix here. So sorry, folks. We're having fun with this. Pivot, slashing its victim with a sharp tail. 10 base die. 8, 9, 10. Oh my god. Okay, if it hits, damage 2 to you, Wix. Let me see, what are you left? You got 1 hit point left. So, yep, and then it hits.
Oh, it did 2?
It did only 2. Yep. Yeah, its
Ooh.
tail slashed you.
Oops.
And the last attack hisses you, leans in close to you, showing its razor sharp teeth and hissing. You can give me a panic roll as this thing is on top of you. I'm not sure really much you can do. But just hit a
tables
panic.
again, panic roll.
Yeah, yeah. You're basically oh, actually it goes up here. What did that do? That's actually going to go up. Panic. You're frozen in fear as this thing is face to face with you, giving you an alien kiss. Being is incapacitated. Bolge, what are you doing?
But don't I have a plus to that?
Say what now? What?
Don't I have a plus to that panic roll?
I already
Or
did.
is it
That's what I'm
still
saying. I
tremble?
ran
it
it
is
up
still?
higher. Yeah, I ran it
okay.
up higher. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Bolage.
I'm gonna be like,
The ship
Come
is pulling
on,
apart.
come
And
on!
you're basically starting to see, cracks and the metal starting to rip apart. Things, the ship is being ripped apart internally as the explosions rocking through.
I guess I'll try to order bean one more time.
Go ahead.
If that's cool.
You can use it again.
Yes.
All right, and against her manipulation, and she kind of looks up at you, and stands up and begins to she kind of snaps to it, and she lifting herself up off the ground. This will be the last turn here, folks, as the ship is getting ready to go up. Anything else, Cap?
I'm gonna get ready to close the airlock when everybody gets in.
Wick?
Or when whoever makes it can get
Can
it.
I do a mobility roll again to try to like?
Yeah, you're trying to get
Get
out
out from
away from
underneath
it.
it?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nope.
Push it real good.
I don't think
You
I
can-
can.
You can push it.
Can
Yeah,
I?
you can push it.
Oh,
I just have to
then yeah, I
add
will.
up your stress roll.
I
Yeah.
got my fingers crossed for you.
Okay, so you get up and you start moving past. Yeah, you start moving into the airlock.
Start or I can.
Yeah, you get. Yeah, you get
Yeah.
up and moving.
Okay.
Yeah, from the alien. It's hissing.
Alright.
Yeah, y'all are moving this way, and you see the captain sitting there yelling for y'all. Move it, move it.
I'll yell to Reed and Synthetic or Ava Synthetic to hurry up and get in. And that'll be it.
Yep. She drops her. Oh my God! I can't do anything with this shotgun with her. So she just basically, and Ava looks at her and goes, "Go, I handle." And
Oh.
Push? Maybe?
that was him. All right, Wilson.
Synthetics can't push.
Synthetic. Yeah.
Yes, and Reed. All right, so Wilson, you hear a thump as you go past Rye, and all of a sudden you look back and you see that she's tethered to the escape pod. And it looks like she's pulling herself in toward you.
Okay. Do I have communication with her?
No, you do not.
I don't think you want any.
I don't know. You can make hand signals at her.
Just flip
I
her
know. I
off.
was just wanting to ask her something. But if I can't communicate with her.
Yeah, she doesn't have. Yeah, they took off their suits and off a while back ago when they were cleaning.
Okay. Well, she got burned up in the fire anyway.
Yeah. She's, and you see that the space is starting to take a toll on her.
Okay. Are there any hold actions in this game? Okay.
Not
well,
really.
Well, I was going to hold the action that I whispered you about. She gets on the ship.
That's fine. You can do that. I know what you want to do. Yeah. Because y'all are floating away. Yep.
Yep. All right.
Oh, I love this stuff. This is hilarious. Okay, back to A. And Ava runs and jumps onto the alien, distracting it. Jumps onto its face and starts pounding on its face.
No.
Yeah, she does. She's just hitting it, and this thing basically, it starts reaching at her. Rye, what are you doing as you are?
I'm gonna pull myself to the ship.
Yeah, you basically get toward the pod. Yeah, and you see Wilson just watching you.
With my one hand, if I'm able to, I want to pull the torch back out and just start trying to cut into the escape pod. If I'm able to.
Yeah, you would have lost. You would have blown out and all that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just you tethered to the escape pod.
I'm just gonna start punching the escape pod.
He just starts wailing on it.
We just see this outside the window.
Oh, yeah, basically.
He must really like me. He wants to get in there with
Picturing
me.
this vividly in my mind, and it's great.
It's
There's
hilarious.
some whole integrity damage up in this bitch.
He's just trying to, but unfortunately, so what you start seeing, he's just, so Rye, she starts trying to punch it, and you see the milky blood kind of freezes as it kind of comes out of her, but she's starting to slow down because she's starting to freeze, and she's, unfortunately, her punches are not really having an effect on the hull. You don't see any type of real damage happening.
Okay.
Anything else, Rye, or is that
No,
it for
no.
you?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so for Rye's just punching away. All right.
No, that's it.
Alrighty. The creature and Ava are in a deadlock. Bean will get up and run into the airlock, and so will Reed.
Close the airlock.
I slam that button.
Ava, you will be missed.
That's right. Okay. And y'all are in. Okay, so Yeah, and you basically start running toward y'all, to controls in your ship. Someone sent me. Sorry, if someone was sending me Discord messages, that was not. Oh, that's Celestian. Never mind. That's
Luckily,
yeah. All right.
I'm gonna get Bean to fly.
Bean, y'all start running, and yeah. Now we're in truly uncharted territory here. Most of y'all would just kill outright, but we're having fun with this one. And yeah, y'all started. You basically just do She does an emergency maneuver, undocking maneuver, and all that, and y'all pull away as the rest of the Kronos. Basically, you just kind of see it all start internally ripping apart, and though there's no fire in space, things are, you can see detonations and things happening as it goes off, and just out of the corner of your eye, you see a pod with something hanging off.
Hey, you.
No, so
What?
No, that's really it, guys. So what?
Oh.
Yeah, no, yeah, you would be pulling a different direction from that. The way y'all went a different direction, and they're down, and you're gonna try to run.
we just run him over.
Well, we could have fun with that one. I'll have Bean make a piloting. Oh yeah, unfortunately, Bean is panicked still somewhat, and she doesn't turn the ship in the right direction to head toward Wilson, and so Wilson
That's okay.
is floating in a pod okay, yeah. Balaji, however you want to say it. You've got these two crew members on them, and you pull away. You've lost two of your other crew members.
But gain 2 new ones.
You got 2 new ones, and what would you want? What would you, as you're pulling away? What would you do? Would you have any type of? You don't know that Wilson's out there, so but they basically says just they thank you for it and all that, but if you know what's best for you, you get us the hell out of here and away from here as fast as possible. You don't ask questions, just do it. That's what they.
Is that what Reed says?
That's what Wick says.
Oh, Wick.
Oh, he wouldn't know it. Yeah, I'm having to fill in for him a little bit. He wouldn't know that too well.
Oh yeah.
I don't know anything about the character.
Well, yeah, exactly. So that they're they. But Wick starts to complain of a headache.
Oh.
More aliens.
For
I guess
another.
that's true. That's true to fashion.
So he starts complaining of a headache, and he's gonna go lay down for a brief moment, and you basically can tell him back here's a quick quarter area. Reed doesn't have a headache. She's fine. She's just kind of watching, and she kind of grab some sleep, Cap, and I'll take care of you. Is there I don't know, Rye. It's a good question to finalize that out. Okay, hold on. Would there be? I don't know. That's a fair question to ask. who's all watching in chat? Let's ask the chat, since I don't want to flavor the group here. Who's all watching here? We've got a few people that are not players. So the question is, so the airline. So what we're asking here, the Sotillo crew is now flying off, not knowing that Wix John has a headache, and we all know what that means. So they really didn't get away clean. It's about to go catatonic in there. Now, Rye and Wilson are flying along, and there is the tether and there is a hole in the pod, but that basically clamped on. But is there a button on the front of the pod to open it up? What would happen if Rye's sitting there and is now at the front of the pod? Would there be an access panel or an access button to open the pod up? That's what I want to know. That's the question. The last question that we address for the game here.
You hear
Thank God Osric isn't here.
Yeah, but it would be a pod, or would the pod open up when it was open? Say, we doesn't really talk. There's all different sorts of mechanisms. There has to be an order to get into from the ship, or when you open up the access panel, the pod's already open, and you jump in it, it closes, and away you go, and you could open it up from inside. There's no doubt you could open up the pod from inside the pod, but I guess would there be a button that you would access on the front of it to open it up? And they don't say in that, and so we're trying to.
Is this like a?
What? Go ahead.
Is this just like a? Is this like a chat effort or?
Yeah, I'm just asking. I'm asking people in the chat to see which way they want this part. Which way they want this story to go. Yeah.
You want Wilson to die? Do you want him to live?
So, do we just roll we roll even, odd? Well, let's take it two ways. So if there's not a button, then Rye's beginning to slowly, she's pulling around. She's trying to figure out what, she's trying to get to Wilson, and space she's freezing up. And Wilson, I'm assuming, you would see this, but would you take any actions?
only if she found the button.
Okay. So if she finds the button and so Gary, hold on, Devil Dogs. So I pose this question, and what is this question, Gary? What question do you pose us? Let's see, because there's about a 5-second delay between what I'm saying and what he responds. While he's typing the question up, let's say for a second, Wilson, that you all of a sudden, and there it goes. How would rescuers open the pod if the pod's occupant is in cryo sleep?
Probably.
That's what I was gonna say. Is
probably
like
a torch or something, or crack it open.
So,
you can't do that.
So,
if the guy inside was incapacitated, how would the rescuers open the pod to help him?
Yeah, the escape pod has only 3 cryo pods in it, and so so there's a button. What happens, Wilson? There's a button here, and you see.
Does he find it?
She is basically moving to the front of it, and you see her looking, and she's right on top of it.
Roll me to see if she is going for the button.
I most definitely am.
Yep. Rye would.
Does she freeze before she gets to the button?
Give me a mobility roll there, Rye.
Alrighty.
She finds the button. Wilson.
I pull the trigger for the grenade launcher.
Oh no! No!
to the engines. Ba-boom.
So you take yourself out with Rye.
Yep.
Mission success.
Pretty much.
Success.
Yeah. So wow, that was the ballsy. So why? What would you think Wilson's motivation would be doing that? What would the motivation be behind that, Loco?
Well, he saw what happened to other people. He didn't want to go through that.
Okay. Yeah.
He wanted to get the money from the assets, but his flight for life took over.
Yep. Okay.
And then when he was faced with this thing tearing him apart, he'd rather do it on his own terms.
So what there was two things. Remember, you had the inoculation, and so there was going to be a point in time where you would start turning anyway. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because now there's a possibility, but in this instance, you knowing what you heard and all that, Reed, they all took it, but Reed was only one of the few that didn't actually get affected. The inoculation didn't turn her. That's how I played it, and so she was fine. But Wick, the rest of them all would turn. Even Clayton was getting ready. Actually, there was a couple of times I was trying to play it out. She was going to turn on you right in the room by yourself. So, but then knowing that when you took the syringe and injected yourself with it, that was, oh, well, he's done.
Yep. And just before he pulled the trigger, he would have said, God, I hate space.
Now, so Rye, tell everybody what your motivation and what was going on with you.
Well, so Rye was actually Lucas, and I was a spy to basically prevent Wayland Yutani from learning anything about the specimen. And so I was supposed to kaboom myself in the ship, basically, if possible, to prevent any information from escaping. So,
Yep. That's
Wilson was pretty much my last target.
That's why I was playing that one out. Because Lucas Rye was actually the synth android that was been there on the ship for quite a while, and got the message very similar to what Wilson got. Wilson got a message right before the cryosleep happened in the beginning of the story that Wayland Yutani had detected this, and his job was to get all the assets off of the ship and back to Earth. And now he didn't get a chance to set the ship. Part of the deal in this storyline was Wilson could have gotten the ship auto-destruct off, but when the ship was finally Montero was there long enough with Kronos, I played it out that Wayland Yutani had enough time to finally establish uplinks between the two ships, and they set off the Montero to force everybody over to Kronos. And then as they were working with Kronos was getting in, they were able to get the power restored enough, they were able to reprogram it to send it toward Earth. And so that was why the stuff was happening in the background there, is that they were doing it, and working clandestinely without the group knowing, that they were monitoring what was happening and using their skill sets to get the ship headed back to Earth. And that's what they were in charge. They were the reason why the Montero went up in this scenario, but it was also to get y'all off of it and into the Kronos, which is successful. So there you go. There'll be no winners in this game this time. Well, the Satio group think they have escaped with their lives, but within a few days, unfortunately, Wix will change and terrorize them as they're floating through space.